Thanks for joining us on another episode of The Grind. Here's your host, JB.
Hey, welcome. I wanted to take a minute to come on here. We've got a live stream scheduled this evening in about an hour with Coach Bentley, and Caleb Smith is going to join us as the guest. And to be honest with you, I didn't want to have this conversation with those guys' time. Their time is obviously much more valuable than to deal with stuff like this, but I felt it was important to get out here and say it. If you go to any one of our platforms, I don't care if it's Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Rockfin, wherever it's at, it is very, very clear that this is an App State outlet, right? Like, there is no doubt about it, that our sole mission is to cover Appalachian State University wrestling. And that's all we're going to do. That's what we're going to cover. That's what we're going to talk about. That's what we're going to spend our time on. To help spread the word that we can in the little bit of time that we have to get that out there. I started the grind and this whole thing that we have going on now with the sole purpose of promoting Appalachian State wrestling, because I didn't feel like others were doing it justice. And that's what we're here to do. If you watch our streams, our home duels and streams, because you're a fan or a parent or whatever it may be, if you're watching it for the other school, you know when you come there, it's an App State channel. I'm not going to apologize for who we are. We are there to promote App State wrestling, and that's it. We don't. There's nothing we get from this. Trust me. While I appreciate the supporters and the Rockfin subscribers that we do have, I can tell you right now, it cost over $1,000 a home duel to stream that event. You can see from the numbers that are watching it, we're not even close to covering the cost. The two gentlemen, Sava, Terrell, they're both alumni of the program. They're not getting anything out of this other than for them as well to leave work once in a while early to make sure that we're a part of this and help promote App State wrestling like we can. So if you're one of those that have tuned in and you have found that the stream is very biased to Appalachian State wrestling, welcome to the party, because that's exactly who we are, and that's exactly who we're going to stay to be. Honestly, we just don't have the time to put into researching the other people. It's nothing that we don't want to. We would love to. We just don't have the time to do it. As I said, all of us are the three of us that make this possible, are here just to do it, to get the word out there. We're not gaining in from this event or this stream or anything that we do in any sort of way. And as a matter of fact, there's been a few duels that I haven't even been able to be a part of because I can't get out of work. So, again, if you found that it's too biased, you don't have to join us. It's just who we are. Again, that was the whole purpose. I think we've done a fairly good job this season. It seems like the word is getting out there a little bit more. So I think our effort has picked up and starting to take notice. But we're not the channel. We're not the outlet for all things SoCon wrestling or all things Division I wrestling. If you want to know about those other programs, go find that outlet, but it's not us. Rachel does a great job covering SoCon wrestling. Go follow her with Intermat. She does an excellent job. She covers a lot of those other teams that don't get a lot of coverage. But if you're coming here looking for information on the programs that we are gonna face in duels or tournaments, I'd hate to say it, it's just not the platform. We are not the platform that is going to dig into other programs and do research and learn more about them and those sort of things. I don't have enough time to cover our wrestlers like I want to. I don't feel like I do a very good job of understanding wrestling, for one, or getting to know our student athletes. And that's my sole purpose, is to bring their story first and foremost. again, if that's what you're looking for, you got to go find another platform for it, because it's just not going to be by us. As a matter of fact, some of the schools that we do face, I try to get other guests on that will know more about their programs, but I just haven't been successful. Pac Mentality, I've been able to have Brian on a couple of times when we face those guys. He does a great job because that's who he covers. He can tell you all about their wrestlers. But as far as I know, unless there's somebody out there that I'm missing, and I've asked for it a couple of times, I just don't think there's anybody else that's covering our opposing schools like we try to. So it's not that we haven't tried to get guests on that can talk about their schools, especially pre-duels, but it's just that there's not people out there that's doing it. So if you need that content, go hit up Intermat, some of them other guys that are covering SoCon wrestling and other Division I programs. But it's just not us. You're not going to get that from us. We're going to talk App State wrestling. The commentators are going to know App State wrestlers. And yes, when the referees are not being equal, they're going to call them out, because I do. It's probably a good thing that I'm not behind the mic commentating some of those duels, because the last one wasn't very good. But definitely, if you need that, if you're looking for that, the other coverage of other programs, try to find it, but it's just not going to be from us. And I'm sincerely, no disrespect meant, but I'm not going to apologize for who we are, because this is who we've been from day one, and it's who we're going to stay to be. Unless somebody out there wants to stroke a big fat check that will allow us to pay to stream these duels, we might consider it then, but it's just not going to happen at this point. So again, appreciate all of our all of our subscribers. It has been great with those guys. Really, if it wasn't for our Rockfin subscribers, I don't know how we'd have got this season in for sure, because the money that is there has helped out tremendously. Hopefully next year we can build off of that. Seems to be building every season. Hope to have another good season next season, another great home duel season on Rockfin. So appreciate your time. Stick around. We'll be back in about another 45 minutes with Coach John Mark Bentley and Caleb Smith. They're going to join us, talk a little bit about the post Campbell duel there Sunday at the varsity gym, which was amazing. And we're going to get in a little bit of what's coming up for them down in Davidson. So they go down to Davidson Friday evening and have a duel down there. So, again, I didn't want to take up their time. I just wanted to make sure that we cleared the air and let it known who we're going to be and who we are, who we're going to be. And that's App State Wrestling. So appreciate everybody. Definitely appreciate our subscribers and those that provide those tips, because it does help absorb a little bit of that cost that has been brutal for us this year. So appreciate everybody. Stick around. We'll be back here in a little bit. Looking forward to chatting with John Mark Bentley and Caleb Smith. Caleb Smith, I will tell you guys, I sat close to his parents Sunday, and I don't know how they maintain their composure. I mean, obviously years of doing this with the young man, but man, what an opportunity for that young man. And it's been exciting to watch him grow. So join us again here about top of the hour, 8 o'clock. We'll be back with Coach John Mark Bentley and Caleb Smith to talk about the post-Campbell duel and the upcoming Davidson match. As always, go Apps.
This has been a production by Yosef Media.